All right, Shalom. Shalom. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect, men, women, children, all over the four corners of the earth. Shalom. This is Mark 4 and verse 1. It says, "And he began again to teach by the seaside. And there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea, and the whole multitude was by the sea on the land." It's Yahweh Shai. It says, "And he taught them many things by parables. And he said unto them in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it says, and it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell on the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up." Right, so the Spirit of the Lord, the word Yahweh Shai, okay, that's sowing, planting, giving you the Spirit, okay, and some is going to receive it upon different ways, right? And everyone has to play their role, okay? We can't change how Yahweh Shema Shai wrote it out for us individually, okay? You just have to play your role out, okay? But what we are hoping and praying for is that we are the seeds that were planted upon the good ground, okay? That's the goal, And when you understand that, okay, well, all of Israel is not going to be delivered when Yahweh Shai come back to deliver us, then you understand these things. Then you know what, you cool with it. You don't beat yourself up because Jake, can't get it, or Jake only lasts for so long. The Lord had these things wrote out, okay? So, we just praying for the mercy that we, or that you are one of the seeds that were planted up on that good soil, that good ground. But it says, and it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up, right? And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth. And immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of the earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched. And because it had no root, it withered away. Right, so some fell, by the wayside, okay? And the fowls of the air came and devoured it up, right away. Okay, didn't even make it to the germination state of a plant being germinated and then grows, okay? And then some fell upon stony ground. Okay, some of these some of the men that received this word are those that fell upon stony ground. Okay, and when you up on that stony ground, and the sun came up and scorched. Well, guess what? When a plant needs water, right? So when it get real hot, you water. Just say you water your plant in the morning, right, and in the afternoon or at night. Now, in the middle of the day, and that sun is beaming, it's hot, right? Guess what that plant does? It goes down to those roots, and it absorbs the water that it have contained, and that allows the plant to continue to live during those scorching times of the day, those hot times of the day. And then at night, guess what? You watering that plant, so then it's soaking it back up, okay? So that what? It will have it the next time the sun comes up and it's scorching in the middle of the day, okay? Those are the best time to receive, to water plants morning and at night. But these seeds that was up on stony ground, guess what? The soil wasn't right. The foundation wasn't right. So it's just like with the word. If you're not rooted right, then how will you be able to last? When the sun come up and scorch, meaning when the heat get turned up, when the persecution is turned up, when Satan is turned up, when Eve putting all kind of pressure and hell upon you, how are you going to last then if you're not planted up on that correct ground? See, it's spiritual, right? Now, you have a lot of look. You look at trees that grows on mountains versus trees that grows close to a stream or a river or such. Which one is gonna be better? The one that grows by that river or that water, that where that moisture is, right? You see, the thicker trees are those. You have more slimmer trees that grows up on mountain. They grow, but they are slimmer because they don't have as good of soil, so to say, as the ones that are grow, with good soil by that river analogy that I gave. So keep reading. It says, but some fell. Verse 7. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yield no fruit. See? Oh, well, that's the importance. When you read, see, remember, think of you can't water and oil doesn't mix, right? Guess what? Wickedness and righteousness doesn't mix, right? So you can't surround yourself with wickedness, okay? Because guess what? It's more of the wicked, is more of them than it is of you. So guess what? There's a higher percentage of chance that what? They're going to choke you out. If that's what you rolling with, see? This is why righteousness love righteousness. You should want to be around the righteous, okay? You're going to have to be around the wicked, but guess what? You got to be like, you know what? I got to balance this thing out, man. I got to be around the spirit, okay? You see too much wickedness, okay? And you don't want to be choked out, okay? You don't want this place here to take your spirit away from you. You can't outpower Satan. See, Satan works for Yahweh Shema Shai. He outpower. You sitting up here trying to fight Satan without the spirit of Yahweh Shai. You losing that battle. You losing that battle. See. Keep going. It says, and other fell. Wait a minute. Verse 7. It says, and some fell among thorns, and that thorns grew up and choked it, and it yield no fruit. And others fell on good ground, and it yield fruit, and sprang up, and increased, and brought forth some 30, and some 60, and some 100. See? That good ground, when a seed is planted up on that good ground, then guess what? It's going to germinate. It's going to spring up. Guess what? And it's going to be fruitful. And it says some going to bring forth 30, 60, and 100. Okay? Whatever the Lord allows, you know, for you to bring in, whether it's 30, 60, whatever. Got to be cool with that and roll with it. Because guess what? You ain't the one that grew up, that was planted up on that stony ground, or the one that was fell by the wayside and the fowls devoured it. So you got to always say, the water Yahweh Shema Shai. It could have been the other way around. See? But like I said, we're fighting for the be those seeds that grew up on that good ground. See, you want to be rooted within Yahweh Shai properly in the correct way, okay, so that you can last, okay, until Yahweh Shai come back and deliver us. All right, so keep going. It says, and he said unto them, he that had ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable, and he said unto them. So then the Lord, the 12 asked Yahweh Shai, okay, about the parable, and then he explains it to him right here. And it says, and he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai. See, it's only meant for the elect. What it all boils down to, if you're part of the elect or not, that's who the deliverance and the kingdom is for. It says, but unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven unto them. So if it's meant for them, then it's meant for them, and they'll hear it. Okay, they will hear it and accept it, and then they'll be forgiven. But if not, then guess what? You move on. It ain't for them to get. You know? Let me see. James 1 and verse 22 is the point. It says, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his face in a natural glass. See, so you can't be just a hearer of the word. And the ones that, them seeds that didn't fall on good ground, they received it, but then they didn't follow after it. Okay, because it wasn't given to them. And the spirit, the scriptures say that what? Some was blinded. Well, only the elect is going to get it. The elect is the ones that fell upon the good ground. Okay. So it says, and he said unto them, knowing ye not this parable, and what then will ye know? It says, and how then will ye know all parables? So then he's telling them, he said, the sower soweth the word. And these are they by the wayside where the word is sown. But when they have heard it, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And you have men like that. They hear it, they understand it, be like, oh, okay. Then as soon as they get it, they go about their way, bam, Satan come through and snatch it right from them. Then they still continue in the wickedness that they was into. And it says in verse 16, and these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately received it with gladness. Then there you go. Those received it with gladness, right? And have no root in themselves. See? And so endured but for a time. See? They didn't have no root in them. They wasn't rooted properly within Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? So afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. See? Immediately. When persecution for the word's sake come, then immediately they're offended. Okay? Like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I got to choose the Lord, or either, you know, or go to jail? I mean, receive the Lord and go to jail, or deny him and be free? They deny the Lord to be free. Just example. It says, and these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of the world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things. See, letting this world, this system, okay, you all in the midst of it. Next thing you know, it's enticing to you. It's catching to you. It's like, man, it's convincing. It's like, well, you know what? I could be out here doing this and doing that. Man, listen, that will cause you to lose your spirit, running in after this place, all the things that come along with it. That's why it's best to be simple. It's best to be simple in this word, okay? And just push and fight. Be simple. And it says, and the lust of other things entering in choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. See? And these are they. This is where you want to be at right here. And these are they which are sown on good ground, right? Such as hear the word and receive it, and bring it forth, some 30-fold, some 60-fold, and some 100. See? That's where you want to be. So, you know, I read the next two verses and close it out. It says, and he said unto them, is a candle brought to be put under a bushel or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick? For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifest, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. See, if any man here have ears to hear, let him hear. So, you know, that was the point. You know, the seeds that fall up on the good ground, that's the seed that we're praying that we are. That's why we say pray that we are of the hopeful elect. Okay, you know, because we want to be delivered. We want to be among the elect. Okay. So I'm going to end it. Pray that this was edifying. Like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect. Shalom.